go put your feet in the water. No, seriously, go and put your feet in the water. Trust me. So picture this. I'm in Norway. It's the summer of 2022. And this is the Arctic Circle. So this season of time, we're experiencing something called the midnight sun. The midnight sun just means that you have sunlight 24 hours a day. And it really fills you with this energy and thirst for life that I can't really get in another way. And I was in Norway a little bit after the end of the season, so we only had sun 23 and a half hours a day. But it was really quite magical, especially the way the sun would come down and into the fjords. And it would kind of like sing a magical song to you. I don't know how else to describe that. And I was in this unique part of the world because I was doing some military training operations. And during the season in my military career, I was having a pretty difficult time. The December before that, we had a death in my unit. One of my very close friends was dealing with a difficult mental health diagnosis, and we had deployed to Europe about 3 weeks after the invasion of Ukraine. It was a stressful time to be in Europe. My military training was being put to the test in a lot of different ways, and I was having a really hard time being away from my family. But this afternoon, I had a few hours off, which was very rare, and I wanted to get some food that was different from the mess hall food. And this chief I was working with, he and I heard about a Thai food truck. And I felt that I really needed to try Norwegian Thai food. So we were off driving down this windy road in the Arctic Circle country of Norway. And we pull off the side of the road into this parking lot where the Norwegian Thai food was. And the chief hopped out of the car, and I was just kind of sitting in the passenger seat, not in any rush. And I looked across to the other side of the road. I saw about 10 feet of greenery, a small spot of sand and rocks, and some waves coming in gently and landing. And then I heard a voice in the back of my mother's voice, by the way. And she said, "Go put your feet in the water, Paige." And I had at least 10 reasons why I was not going to do that. 1, the sand. 2, the cold. And 3, the cold sand. And besides that, I really was not interested in explaining to this chief I had just met why I needed to stand on the side of the road in the water. But my mom's voice just got louder, as it does. I was trying to ignore it, which is impossible, by the way. And she goes, "Go put your feet in the water." And I obviously was going to do this because my mom's always right. And I rolled my eyes, though, because I'm a firstborn daughter, and that's what we do. And I got out of the car, ran across the road, took my shoes off, my socks off, rolled up my pants, waded into the water, and I took a picture of my feet wiggling just below the surface. I sent it to my family group chat, captioned, "Put my feet in the water in the Arctic Circle." And I feel as though for most families, this would be a strange text to receive. But in my family, I was greeted with yay and heart emojis and excitement meeting excitement. And if you look at my 10-year career in the military, you see really hundreds of pictures of my feet. And they're in every body of water I've ever been near. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arabian Sea, the Philippine Sea, rivers in the Swiss Alps, and even more that I can't even name off the top of my head. And if you asked me where this tradition started, I could not tell you. But one thing I do know is that it came from my mother. My mom, who believed that kindness and happiness are true success over collecting accolades. My mom, who grew up an only child and had spent her life creating a family outside of traditional blood relationships. And my mom, who always makes us take our shoes off on the beach and walk through the water. And over my career in the military, being away from my family, the act of sending each other these pictures has served as an anchor to myself, to tradition, and to my family. So when the world is feeling a little heavy, And when time feels too tight and you feel like you've lost yourself in the doing, go put your feet in the water. No, seriously, go and put your feet in the water and let it remind you who you are. Let it remind you who's with you. And let it remind you that there's still beauty, still joy, and still time if you make it. Thank you.